Recording in progress.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, you look like a teacher now.
Okay, hello.
Hello.
Nice to
Hello.
meet
Nice to
you.
meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm sorry,
I'm
why I
sorry, why
see
I
my
hear my
voice
voice
on your
on
side,
your
like
side like
echo.
echo.
Some,
Oh, is it?
are you
Are
open
you
two
open to
types or?
types or?
Oh, maybe I shouldn't on the. Okay, is it better now?
Hello, hello. Okay, it's better now.
Okay. All right.
Okay, nice to meet you, and
Nice to meet you.
thank you for accepting the invitation to the interview. So I
You're
would love
welcome.
to interview you again. So
Okay.
let's start with what is your name
My name is Seng.
and where are you currently living and working?
I'm in. I'm living and working in Singapore.
Singapore, nice country. What is your mother tongue?
Uh, Mandarin,
I see,
Chinese. Yeah.
Mandarin Chinese. When did you start learning English?
Primary school. Primary one.
Very early. Huh? Your main job is so what is the main job? What is your main job
Uh,
currently?
I'm a music teacher.
Music teacher. Interesting. So it does so what music or which instrument that you teach students?
I teach Western and Chinese flute.
Houston in Chinese flute.
Mm.
So your main job is instructing Chinese uh, flute, like the Dizi, right? And Western
Ah,
flute. Okay.
yes, that's right.
So what is the most exciting thing about this job for you?
When I have difficult students.
Mm, I see. Okay.
That is in a negative way.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, everyone, like if I'm a teacher, I have a negative and positive students too. So
Okay, Karen.
do you have any
Um,
stuff or activities that you usually do with your friends on the weekends?
I'm usually alone, so I like watching movies at the cinemas, and daydream like you. Okay.
Daydreaming. I love daydreaming. I
Yeah,
do it
it's a
all the
profession.
time.
Mm.
That's my passion too. So,
Mm.
what do you think is the most important element when starting to learn any wind instrument?
Okay, I'm learning Vietnamese lute. Vietnamese lute. It's called Dang Game in Vietnamese.
Mm.
So I I don't really find any difficulty so far yet. Maybe later on when I move on to a more advanced level. So now I had 8 hours of lessons so far. So I'm going to have more lessons in my next trip in December.
That's interesting.
Mm.
Yeah. Hope it go well. And are you currently learning any new skills or working on any projects for your career?
I'm translating my books. Sorry, the book that I wrote from Chinese to other languages like English, Vietnamese, and Japanese. This these are the languages that I can command, uh, especially English,
Mm,
and Japanese. Yeah, not so much on Vietnamese. I'm still learning. Mm.
no, that's fascinating. So, among Chinese wind instruments besides the Dizi? Are there any others that you particularly
What do you mean? Other instruments that I play?
like among the Chinese wind instruments, like
Or
the
wind instrument.
oh, I'm
Wind.
sorry, the wind among Chinese wind
I
instruments
I learned the
besides
Vietnamese
the
I learned
Dizi.
the Vietnamese flute last year.
Mm,
Vietnamese flute. The 10-hole bamboo flute.
mm,
Mm. Which is different from the normal 6-hole bamboo flute. Same for Chinese flute. There are more there are much more people using the 6-hole bamboo flute, whereas 10-hole bamboo flute is uncommon. 10-hole bamboo flute can play just like Western flute, all the 12 different keys easily, whereas a 6-hole bamboo flute is much harder to do that, playing different keys. Mm.
mm. Oh, okay. Thank you. So, how often do you usually go out and perform? Like,
Oh, that's a very random thing. So it depends on whether I would like to do my own performance. I'm actually arranging something like that, maybe hopefully in the very near future with someone, maybe in Vietnam, maybe in Singapore. I'm not so sure yet because this takes time to plan.
I see. Take a lot of time.
Yeah.
Uh,
Unless it's a one-off thing like going to those open mic sessions, I just go out and play without rehearsals, with a little bit of preparation. Yeah, open mic. Open mic that means places that invite non invite anybody, professional players or non-professional players to go up to the stage and perform. It's called open mic, open microphone. Yeah,
open
yeah,
microphone. I
yeah.
see. Is that interesting? Thank you.
Mm.
Have you performed in many different places before?
I performed in KL, my solo recital before, but that was many, many years ago. And Singapore mostly,
Mm,
the country that I'm residing. And I performed in Vietnam also. I love to jam in those jazz pubs, yeah, with musicians
mm.
from Vietnam and other countries. I even brought my friend who is a guitarist to go along with me to Ho Chi Minh City to jam with me and with other musicians. Yeah.
Oh, that was a very
Mm.
amazing trip.
Yeah.
So, next question. Approximately how many students are you currently teaching
I
for
don't.
the Dizi and the flute?
By the way, it's not pronounced as Dizi. Dizi, like giddy. It's pronounced as Dizi. Dizi. It's
Dizi.
yeah. If you pronounce it as Dizi, like giddy, I feel
Thank you.
dizzy. Okay.
I'm so sorry. So, are
Oh,
you currently teaching
笛子，
for the
啊，
Dizi
笛子
and
not
the
dizzy, not dizzy at all. Okay, I have two classes at the moment, group classes.
mm,
Then I have for Chinese flute, that's for Chinese flute. Then the rest of my students are individual students learning the Western flute. So how many students do I have? I don't bother to count anymore since I have been teaching for so long. So maybe around 50 or
50?
less. 40 to 50, I should say.
Mm,
Around there, around there. Yeah.
mm, that's huge. Um, and hope you are having fun with teaching. Uh,
Yeah,
D2.
fun and excitement.
That's great.
Uh,
So
Fun and
could you
excitement.
fun and excitement, but
Uh,
that's we need for, right?
uh, yeah.
So could you please describe like an exciting experience in your opinion that you had during a concert that you've been to?
Oh,
Mm.
been to or I perform? Been
Oh,
to.
I'm sorry, you performed.
I perform. Okay, let me recall. Any exciting moment, you mean? Something like that?
Yeah, that's right.
exciting moment. I can't recall any. Hmm. My last recital was at was in Singapore. I invited my principal from my junior college. Uh, so he used to be quite close to me in the junior college. So I invited him to attend my concert, and I published his name in my in my poster, all that. So he was very happy to meet me because since I graduated, we have not been seeing each other for decades. So it's a very um, uh, a valuable experience, I should say. Yeah.
Mm, that sounds amazing. Yeah.
Mm.
So thank you for sharing. Which university did you graduate from
Oh,
your flute major?
yeah. I majored in Western flute. So the place that I studied was called Nanyang Academy of Fine Arts, but now it has changed to a name called University of Arts, something like that. University for Arts or of Arts, something like that. So the status of that academy has been raised to a university level. Yeah.
I see. So so you mean like it's from the University for Arts and now it's the, the
UAC. I think it's University for Arts or something like that. Arts University for music, for dancing, for performance, for any arts related subjects or courses,
mm,
including you know arts management. I used to teach there. I went back to my own academy to teach. I taught concert management, world music, and English.
oh, it sounds fun.
Oh, okay.
So what do you think?
Mm.
Yeah, since that you have a lot of experiences, right?
Oh.
And have fun time there in at your university time. So what do you think are the three things that differ the most between the Chinese flute and the Western flute?
Chinese flute has got no keys, the extra attachment, the metal structure. Uh, if you have seen a Western flute before, it looks very complicated because of the extra metal rods, screws, and rod. What do you call it? Pads. A lot of extra stuff on a piece of Western flute. Whereas Chinese flute is just like a Vietnamese flute, just bamboo shape with holes.
Mm,
That's it. Uh,
I
so it's
see.
actually very hard to play exactly like the Western flute for bamboo flutes. Yeah. So 10-hole bamboo flutes will be much easier to play like a Western flute, whereas 6-hole bamboo flute is harder to imitate a Western flute playing.
Mm, that's a huge difference
Mm,
that you point out,
mm.
Kristen. So do you agree that D2 players should also be proficient in the Western flute and why?
That is written in a book that I wrote. My the book title I wrote is like understanding the wind instrument through playing Western and Chinese flute. So I've done a lot of comparison between these two flutes. So in Singapore, in my country, most Chinese flute players they are very curious to know more about Western flute, but not the other way around.
Mm,
In Vietnam, I currently joining a Vietnamese Chinese flute club. Chinese flute club for Vietnamese. So I noticed there are more Chinese flute learners in Vietnam than Vietnamese uh, learning Vietnamese flute. I don't know whether you understand what I mean. Uh,
oh, so you mean they're
yeah.
more Chinese learner? Uh,
More Chinese flute learners in Vietnam than the Vietnamese flute learners in Vietnam. So it's quite interesting to
Oh,
to
so
know to know that. Mm.
mm, do you
Mm.
mean the Vietnamese instrument are played by most of the Chinese flute learner
No,
rather?
no, no. No, no, I'm not. No, no, you got me wrong. Okay, I joined this club for Chinese flute players, but in this club is in Vietnam, so all the club members are Vietnamese except me. Okay, first of all, right, I'm the only Chinese joining this club. Okay, then I also join other clubs like the Vietnamese Flute Club and the Western Flute Club in Vietnam, not in Singapore.
Mm,
So after comparing all the three clubs, I noticed there are more Chinese flute members in
mm,
Vietnam than Vietnamese flute members and also more than Western flute players or members in Vietnam. So in
mm.
other words, Chinese flute learners in Vietnam, number one.
Okay, so most of
It's number
the
one.
the flute
Yeah.
learners in Vietnam are Chinese.
Yeah, but
Mm.
it's strange. Vietnamese flute should be the most popular in Vietnam, not Chinese flute. So I realized that because Vietnamese like to watch Chinese TV shows, TV series, drama series. So they learn a lot. They listen to a lot of music or watch a lot of TV shows. There are a lot of songs or theme songs played by these TV dramas. So they like it and they learn it. So all these are in pop styles. But whereas what I'm teaching is more towards the classical style. Yeah, the traditional style. Okay.
Mm. Wow, that's the a very interesting facts from
Mm.
you. Yeah.
Mm. I didn't know about that until I sent my until I went to a Vietnamese flute repairer technician. He told me this. There are more Chinese flute players than Vietnamese flute players in Vietnam.
That's a big
Huh?
question, right?
It's very weird. It's very strange. Yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
I don't know why too. That's you
My
just
my friend
yeah, I
my
know when
my
you
friend from Hanoi said the same thing. They say Chinese flute players, Vietnamese like the brightest sound of Chinese flute.
mm,
My friend, his name is Zheng Ga. He's from Hanoi. He's a professional player, playing in a very well-known orchestra in Hanoi. So he told me that. So two people told me about that. Uh,
wow. That's
uh,
that's such an
mm,
interesting
mm,
fact though. I
oh,
I don't know until you tell me. Yeah,
yeah,
it's still a big question. Let's
yeah,
see
yeah.
when we can find the answer.
Yeah.
Okay, continue. So what do you think is the most difficult part or the last thing you must finish when preparing for a concert or your performance?
Let me see. There are a lot of things that we have to consider for putting up a recital or a concert. Uh, Budget, very important.
Mm,
Budget. Uh, then musicians that you play with, uh, paid or unpaid musicians, depends. So venue very important. Okay, I'll just say something about my last concert. I have the main problem with my last concert is was the bamboo flutes change pitch easily, especially Vietnamese flute change pitch easily. So I asked the concert venue manager to adjust the room temperature. So on the stage is 24 degrees Celsius. The temperature at the audience seat is normal,
mm,
22 degrees. Because if the stage is too cold, the Vietnamese flute or Chinese flute cannot play at the right pitch. So during the actual performance, I still can play the Chinese flute uh, as usual, but I couldn't play the Vietnamese flute because Vietnamese flute was affected a lot. The pitch was really, really low.
mm.
Okay.
Wow. That's one more new knowledge for me that the temperature have a big effect on
Yeah.
the flute that you are
Yeah.
playing. The Chinese flute.
Western flutes have no problems at all. I can play Western flute in any situation.
Oh, but for the Vietnamese flute, the D2.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Wow.
this time I went to the flute technician in Ho Chi Minh City. I asked him to make a custom made Vietnamese flute, which is a very much higher pitch than
Mm,
the normal Vietnamese flute, so that when I have to use it to perform, such things won't happen again.
wow. Okay, I see. Well, have to go to the repairment a lot for the Vietnamese flute, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah. I'm meeting him next month. Yeah.
next month, yeah.
Mm,
Uh, great. So how did you learn the vibrato technique?
vibrato. Eh?
Sorry,
Vibrato.
vibrato
Vibrato.
technique.
How come you're interested in that? It's like singing. For wind playing, it's very simple. You just do this. Can you try?
Oh, the,
Yeah. So if I have a flute, I can show you. Just then you do it on the flute.
mm,
Then slowly increase the speed. But try to play it naturally. We can use the tick tock, the metronome to practice, but that is a very unnatural way to train to play with vibrato. So it's better to, in fact, the best way to teach students to play with nice vibrato is not to teach them at all.
oh wow, it
Yeah, so because
sounds
they
like paradox, but maybe it
yeah,
makes sense. It's
because
for
once they use the technical, very robotic way of learning vibrato, their vibrato will sound very unnatural. So if they can get it by themselves, that's the best. It's like in Italy, they say nobody teaches opera singing because in Italy that's what they say. Many Italians can sing opera because it's natural to them. So for vibrato, if they don't go through being taught by a teacher, they would sound much better. Their vibrato will sound lovely.
mm, that's wow, that's cool. So we just learn it naturally rather than teach in the robot,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
it's gonna sound
I
better.
I
Hmm.
used to I used to talk to Tibetan singers. They are called overtone singers. They sing overtones like they can sing two sounds at the same time. You want me to demonstrate? I know how to do it. They can sing two sounds at the same time, two voices at the same time.
Wow,
I
that's so difficult.
Yeah, I know how to do it. I learned it before.
That's
Uh,
great. Hmm.
you want to listen?
Sure,
uh,
of course. It does take a lot of time.
No, no, you just see. I don't know whether you can hear it from the video. Let me see. Can you hear two sounds?
Mm.
One bass sound and the melody on top.
Oh,
Can you hear the dum 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 dum? Can you hear that? You can't hear it.
mm,
Okay,
maybe
maybe
one more time, please. One more time, please.
I try original sound for musicians turn on, see whether they can hear it. Just try, which means I try to do it like a instrument. Okay. Okay,
Okay.
now it's turned on. Okay. Can you hear it? Oh
Mm,
no.
I think they have like
Two sounds, right?
two sounds. The bass
Yeah. The
sound.
bass and the
Yeah,
okay,
the
that's
bass sound,
overtones.
and then you can like go
Yeah.
up and down.
This one I learned it. I practiced. When I talk to the Tibetan overtone singers, I ask them how you learn it. That's like the question you asked me. They say they never bothered to learn. They know it since young. Everybody is doing the same thing.
But every Asian have the talent, has that talent.
Tibetan, not Asian. Tibetan.
Oh,
Tibet.
Tibetan, Tibetan,
Tibet. 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 Hmm.
right? So, yeah, wow, that's cool. So it just
Hmm.
like naturally.
Yeah,
happen.
naturally. So vibrato, learn it naturally better. I mean, don't even bother to learn. Just do it. Just imitate.
Wow,
You listen. This is a good singer or good instrumentalist. Just play like him with nice vibrato.
that's
Don't
cool.
use the metronome to count. That's a bad.
Yeah, it maybe a lot of
Too robotic.
more pressure than
Too
do it
robotic. Too
naturally.
mechanical. Yeah.
That's cool.
Nice. Hmm.
Very nice. So thank you. So you mentioned the we mentioned the vibrato
Vibrato. Vibrato. Yeah,
technique. So
vibrato.
what differences have you observed in teaching vibrato for the D2 versus the Western flute?
As I said, I try not to teach them. But if they can't get it and they are frustrated, then I use the metronome way of metronome, tick tock, tick tock. So 1 second, maybe starting off with two vibrations. That's two vibration within 1 second. Using the flute. Or three vibration. Three vibration. Then four vibrations. Four. Five.
Mm.
Okay, the natural vibrato is 5 to 6 vibrations per second. 5 to 6. One, two, three, one.
Mm.
That's about six already. Yeah. If you
Oh,
do a
that's
slow vibrato will be like the Enka, the Japanese Enka singer, if you know. The Japanese folk singers, they sing like that.
oh,
Very deep vibrato.
yeah, I
That's
think there's
about
some kind of in Vietnamese singer they do do a lot of
deep,
voice
yeah.
up and
Yeah,
down.
yeah, deep
Yeah.
vibrato, slow vibrato.
Mm,
Vibrato has got slow and fast. Yeah,
okay. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. So that's the very cool facts about the up and down and the bass
yeah,
sound. So
yeah. It's called overtone singing. When we talk, we actually have when you listen to sounds, there are actually more than just one layer. It's not just one layer. When you talk, when you hear sounds, there are many layers. So the lowest layer is called the fundamental sound or fundamental note. Then what you hear on top are called overtones. Overtones, higher than the fundamental sound. Okay. So if you train your ears well, you can actually hear more sounds than a normal person will hear.
wow, that would be so awesome when you can
Ah,
realize you hear more
yeah.
sounds.
Yeah, like the
Wow.
male the male opera singer, they sing with very strong overtones. Female singer don't sing with such strong overtones.
Mm.
Male opera singer, those opera singers. Male ones has got very strong upper layers of sounds. Mm,
So it's
mm,
very cool fact though because
mm.
mostly people gonna like gonna think that women have a lot of higher voice so they probably can do more sounds but the fact in male
Yeah,
singer
You-
can do it
yeah,
stronger
yeah, yeah. You're
and
right.
clearer,
If
right?
To create the overtones, you have to start low. Like female, their pitch is one octave higher than male. So if you start too high, there are no more rooms for creating overtones. If you
Mm,
start low, you can do more
yeah,
overtone.
can do
Ah,
right.
yeah. That's the theory.
That's awesome. So you
Low.
also
Mm, mm.
thank you.
Okay.
So I I know that you also teach about harmonics, right? So
Oh, you read my book.
yeah, I read it. So
Okay. Mm.
do you think D2 players need to practice harmonics as
Okay,
much as Western
harmonics is
flutists?
Okay, harmonics is just another word for overtones. Same thing.
Mm,
Harmonics, overtones, same, exactly the same. Okay, Western flutes use more overtones than Chinese flutes.
mm,
Okay.
that's great.
Mm. And sometimes when you hear jazz flute playing, jazz flutists, jazz players, they or some are very powerful pop flutists, they
Mhm,
sometimes play with a strange sound. That is overtones. Mm.
I see.
Uh, Pop music or some strong jazz music when they purposely play with a very harsh sound, you will hear overtones on top. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Mm.
That's a very cool knowledge for me.
Uh,
So, in your experience, is
uh,
it easier to start learning the D2 than it
Oh,
is to start the Western flute.
Dizi much easier.
It's much
Because
easier.
it,
Okay.
because it requires much lesser breath, air. Mm. It's
Mm,
almost twice as little breath than learning Western flute.
mm,
Lesser air, so most people can play. Western flute is hard to produce sound initially, and it requires more breath. Two
mm.
things, two obstacles for beginners.
Okay, D2 much easier.
Same like but the Vietnamese flute, easier than Western flute. I'm talking about the 6-hole bamboo flutes, not the 10-hole. 10-hole is similar to Western flute.
Mm.
6-hole, the normal one. I mean the more popular ones, 6-hole.
6 holes for the
6-hole bamboo
D-
flute.
oh, bamboo flute.
Bamboo
Okay.
flute, okay, means for any kinds of uh, bamboo flutes, whether it's from China or from Vietnam or from Indonesia or from Thailand. Same. They are called bamboo flutes. Mm.
That's great.
6-hole is the most common ones.
Mm.
10-hole is not common for other countries except Vietnam.
Mm.
Mm.
6 hole and D2 much
Mm.
easier.
Mm.
So, maybe this is the last question.
Okay.
And what do you think is I'm sorry, like in your teaching, do you ever have to deal with physical injuries or
Okay.
ailments, such as
I
like carpal tunnel syndrome or finger pain?
okay. Wow, you really read my book. Very good. Okay. I have students who are weak, so they feel giddy after playing, and so far I've only one student came to me saying that they have breathing problem. So I understand because I experienced that during my jazz flute learning because that time I have to breathe intermittently for jazz flute playing. I started off as a classical flute player. So jazz flute playing because of the complex rhythm fro- uh so I kind of unable to control my breathing. So I experienced that before. So when this student came to me saying that she couldn't breathe properly, so I understand that. I just tell, and I noticed that she was quite weak physically. So I just asked her to stop for a while.
Mm,
Don't play. Stop for a while.
I see.
Uh,
Wow, that's such very challenging time.
Ah,
Yeah.
but most so far I only encountered one case came to me and say things like that, and then there are other things also mentioned in my book. Yeah, like what else? Uh I have this thing called I still have it for one finger. It's called trigger finger. Do you know about that? Trigger finger. I had it the first time my left hand middle finger and then my left hand ring finger. Now I'm having it for my right hand middle finger. So I when the first time I encountered this, I was really uh I panic, because I don't know
I
what to
know.
do with it. So I went to see doctors, Western doctors, Chinese physicians. None of them can help me. So in the end, I met a guy. He said, "Don't worry, it will recover." So after
Naturally.
that, yeah, after that, 1 year later, gone. Then the ring finger, right? Same thing, 1 year. So this one is about 9 months old already. So I just wait for maybe another 3 months for my right hand. I have
Oh,
this
it's fantastic. Can
I
heal
have this
anyway.
I have this injury not because I play the flute too much. I teach with piano accompaniment, so I like to play uh Latin jazz. Latin jazz has got a lot of stretching. So I injured my fingers while playing the piano, not the flute. But I have trigger fingers because I over practice for piano, not flute.
I see.
Mm.
Wow, that sounds amazing though. Not like no doctors can can do that
Yeah, 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 just
better than
wait.
yourself.
There's a well-known pianist called Lang Lang from China. He's the richest pianist in the world.
Mm,
He's a billionaire. So he injured his fingers, same as my case, trigger finger, same as my case. So he took 1 year to recover, exactly the same. 1 year.
1 year.
You
Okay.
don't you don't go for surgery because once you try the surgery, you cut and whatever, your finger movements will be much slower after that. So don't do
Yeah, it's
operation.
gonna be
Go for
different.
operation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't go for operation at all.
Yeah. Hmm. Great advice. My grandpa told me the same thing. Like he play a guitar too and got like
Trigger
got
finger?
problem with the fingers too, but he never go to the doctor or else.
Oh, so maybe same case as mine, trigger
Yeah.
finger. Only big instruments will cause trigger fingers, like playing piano, playing guitar,
Mm,
playing double bass, cello, all the big instruments. Small instruments like flute wouldn't cause any problem. Small
mm,
instruments, no problem.
I see. Okay. That's a very great advice and sharing
Mm,
about those fingers and pain and difficulties. And
mm.
remind me of my grandpa too.
Oh, okay, good.
Thank you so
Good.
much for
You're
today.
welcome.
Yeah,
Right. So
and
I'll see
hope you
you
enjoyed the talk and I see you later.
this later. Okay, bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.